Tonight, new questions about the city's enforcement of building violations following last week's deadly tragedy near Times Square. 60-year-old Erica Tishman was killed after being struck by a piece of falling debris at a building previously warned by the city about the condition of the building facade. Tonight, we're learning new details on what happened in the months earlier. CBS 2's Lisa Rozner has the story.
Workers are putting up pipe scaffolding on the side of 729 7th Avenue. Soon that will come with netting and platforms outside each floor so city workers can inspect the facade inch by inch. Last Tuesday, Erica Tishman, walking on the street below, was killed by a piece of falling facade. A sidewalk shed went up almost immediately after, but the building owner, Himmel and Meringoff, still has an open violation for problems dating back to April 29th. That's when the city's Department of Buildings says it issued a violation to the owner because of defects in the building's facade. DOB says the owner paid a $1,250 fine, but never took required safety measures to protect the public, like installing a sidewalk shed or removing potentially dangerous masonry. And now we've learned in September, the company appealed to a city judge, getting the violation downgraded from a Class 1, which is considered immediately hazardous, to a Class 2, which does not require immediate corrective action. A source close to the company says it made that request because an engineer's inspection found no cause for alarm and that nothing was imminent or dangerous.
One expert I spoke with who did not want to be named told me that often when buildings are required to put up a sidewalk shed, they will avoid it because that means lowering the rent for the ground floor tenant.
We also spoke with another expert who is not involved with the tragedy, Alan Azarkian, who owns Building Violation Services. He says it's common for DOB to issue fines.
They'll just issue more and more violations where unless something severe happens or they really see an issue, then they'll come and really shut you down.
Looking at the DOB's database, we found more than 11,000 open violations at buildings across all 5 boroughs. So we asked DOB, what is it doing about violators who pay the fines but don't fix the problem? No one would go on camera, but a spokesperson says since last week, there's been a citywide sweep of nearly 1,500 facades that require immediate work. In Midtown, Lisa Rozner, CBS 2 News.
Azarkian, the expert Lisa interviewed, says more building owners are calling his company for consultations after last week's tragedy. City law requires buildings more than 6 stories to be inspected every 5 years.